Okay, so we are trying out the 7-year LR Super Saiyan 4s against Kid BUU. We're running like a GT Heroes / Fused Fighters team using their leader skill. We've got a mix of GT Heroes with like the GT duo from the 8-year. We've got LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then we've got Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, STR LR Vegito from the 5-year Gogeta, and then of course the STR Vegito that fuses. Like in theory, in terms of some of these EZAs and everything, pretty solid team. I'm not sure how well Int Goku, of all people, is going to stand up, especially once we get to Kid BUU. But, of course, depending on... I mean, he's getting hit twice on the first turn. And then he's going to be on the first rotation against the physical, the Int Kid BUU. So, I mean, getting him to his standby early shouldn't be too difficult. I'm actually not sure how much damage you're going to take against the normals from Kid BUU. You've got type disadvantage, but he's got some damage reduction, and we do get a lot of defense on super. But yeah, these guys start out 282k. They stack on all of their super attacks. They don't have unarmed supers, so they can do damage against Int Kid BUU. And of course, you know, they get their guard to survive this STR phase, which we only have to be in for 2 turns. And then they have type advantage over Kid BUU. So, of course he did. Of course he did. That's the good old meme. This Int Goku, every single time this man with his level 5 dodge always dodges one of the attacks in the event. At least once. Always. Yeah, you can have, like, support units or, like, other squishy characters that you really don't want to get hit. And they have like 30, 50, 60% chance to dodge, and they'll not dodge multiple times. And then our boy in LR full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku with his 5 dodge, I swear dodges an attack at every single time I use him, like at least once. Alright, so they take 63k. We didn't get lucky really with the additional supers or anything, but that is of course the benefit of the guard coming into play on the first turn. Wow, okay, never mind. 280k for Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. He gets the full 200% lead from them as well because he's on Kamehameha. That's crazy. That's with damage reduction and greatly raising defense on super, by the way. Yeah, unfortunately, when I pulled my first copy of that Goku, I only had him at 55% when I got him on his first banner. And of course, without really thinking, I just went into his hidden potential and pressed the auto button. Which of course, you can't like undo that. So that of course filled him out to being exactly 55%. Yeah, you got all the anniversary equips. Yeah, that made him 55%, and therefore he had the 5 dodge, which is very annoying because yeah, there are definitely situations where I could see the benefit of just not giving it to him at all. Although there's that part of me, I talked about it earlier when we were talking about missions and stuff. There's the completionist side of me that would find it very awkward having a unit that was at 99%. Like if I got all the copies of him. Because I don't actually have him Rainbow anyway. What is he for me? Is he 79%? Yeah. But yeah, I think having him at 90%, 99%, I would find really annoying. I really want these guys to get a lot of key so that we can get the supers, so I probably will just sacrifice the 18 key from Goku. He gets the super first anyway, so he should tank okay in slot 1 here, and then we can get the supers for these guys. It's a bit of a better first turn, although we do have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito against STR Kid BUU on the next turn. Alright, nice. Double super. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't like that, having the 99%. But yeah, the number of times that 5 dodge goes off when it's only a 5% chance. And then we have like, you know, we use like Int Gotenks who has like a 50% chance to dodge and he won't dodge. It is kind of funny. Or was it we had the run when we did the Universe 16 versus Kid BUU, where Tech Caulifla on that particular build had a 96% chance to dodge and then didn't dodge, like, at a slot 1 attack. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, this just shows you how crazy, like, even just the first phase, the STR Kid BUU, the amount of damage that he's doing to some of these units. I mean, even these guys taking, like, between 15 and 25k from hits is kind of crazy. Oh, God. This is a terrible rotation. Yeesh. Well, literally, none of these guys are going to be good in slot 1, which is awkward. I mean, I could do this. I could do this and, like, hope and pray that Super Saiyan 4 Vegito counters the super at the end. But even then, I think I still have to use an item here so that we don't get absolutely destroyed in slot 1. Which I will do because, I mean, this team, you know, we're not exactly expecting a top tier performance from this kind of team, right, with these guys. Yeah, 44k with the Whis pre-super, that's not the worst. But I mean, literally, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito in slot 3, it's a 50-50 chance that we counter that super, and if we don't, even with the Whis active, we're still dead. So, because a Whis is not enough. 40% damage reduction will not be enough to save Vegito from that super. Yeah, post-supering, this guy's defense should be decent enough that with the Whis, yeah, don't take too much. I mean, we're still taking 20k. Not that it really matters, because like I said, like, Vegito not dodging the super means we die anyway. We could be on full health and it wouldn't really matter. It's the only attack that he's taken for the turn. So let's see what happens. We get the double super as well, which means that on this turn he would actually, with the Whis as well, be able to tank normals. But hey, there we go. Oof. Oof. Alright, so get the super counter. Alright, so Goku's been hit, what, like 2 or 3 times, I think? So, he's probably going to super straight away, though, isn't he? That's the problem. Although we do have the Whis out, I don't think that matters. Because, yeah, ideally we really want Goku to actually be able to get hit, because he can get hit the 5 times that he needs to on this turn in order for him to then be good to go. But because the Whis is active, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's got 400k diva. I mean, that won't be enough to live the super from Kid BUU in slot 1, even with a Whis. But obviously we do this, which means there's no way we die this turn now because we get the revival. But realistically, we want Goku to get his hits, and we want the the LR Super Saiyan 4s to get their attacks off, so they can get some, more stacks. He dodged again. I don't think he dodged in the first turn actually this time around, but still, bro is. I think that is literally, that means he can't transform. Because of that. Yeah, does this still kill us with the Whis after we've supered? No, okay, good. Alright, 10 mil from there. I mean, they're getting 80% attack support from the GT duo, so I suppose that's not really surprising, but 10 million from them is pretty good. And then 7 on the additional. So 100% in orb, in BUU with full attack orbs. I mean, that's a good idea. He's already strong enough defensively by himself anyway. And then once he's died and got his revive, he's got the guard, he's doing guaranteed additional supers. Like, he can hit some pretty high attack stats. Yeah, it's like BUU doesn't need defensive orbs to be good defensively, but if you give him attack orbs, then all of those supers he can get off. I'm not saying it's like the best build, but I could see giving Int BUU a more like attack build. Alright, so now we get the Spirit Bomb. We get onto the next turn, which means this guy now has a 100% chance to dodge. Unfortunately, that does screw us out of getting the Vegito fusion, but... See, now the thing We have 812k HP on this team as well, which is pretty good. See, the thing is with these guys is you don't really want to transform them straight away because you want to get stacks. The other problem is if I do this, is he going to super me in slot 1 or not? Because Gogeta Blue has a 100% chance to dodge on this turn. So ideally, I'd want to do this. But if he supers me immediately in slot 1, then I'm dead. Whereas if I do this and he doesn't super in slot 1 and supers in slot 2, then I'm dead. So... And he's going to heal and then do, what, 3 attacks. But yeah, I don't want to fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just yet. But, I mean, maybe I have to, right? Because maybe the whole point is we just have to blitz him. Yeah, GT Gogeta has the super counter. But that's the thing I was saying. I don't want to necessarily fuse them straight away. Because we want to get as many stacks in with these guys as we can. Because they only have 300k defense. But... I think we probably don't really have much of a choice at this point, right? So let's put the animations on, get the old fusion in here. I remember when these units came out for like the 7th year anniversary, and apart from this like one frame here where Goku's forehead looks a bit weird in the top left, this unit has such, especially when the Gogeta related ones, this character has such great animations. I think Gogeta's active skill, like the Big Bang attack, is probably still one of my favorite animations in the game. Alright, so this is going to be a fun turn. So we'll do this, and then we'll do this. Hopefully. The problem is I'm concerned about these guys, because they have... How much damage reduction do they get? They have 30% damage reduction. They're going to get a bunch of extra supers off, but he hits so hard, I don't know if that's enough. I mean, we need to lose HP so we can get the fusion, so it's not necessarily the worst thing to happen, but... Yeah, the team is just blitz or die, which is why we just have to go for the transformation straight away. Hopefully, he super attacks in slot 1. Does he lower attack with his passive? I know a lot of other Gogetas do that, but... No, he doesn't. That would have been very useful. I say a lot of the other Gogetas, but like Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has that, like, passively attack lowering the enemy, which is really useful. Okay, he didn't super in slot 1. And yeah, Blue Gogeta at least has neither of his attacks are unarmed. Whereas I know Vegito Blue, at least one of his, I think it's the 18 key, right, is... 7.7 for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He gets a lot of defense on his supers as well, which is the only good thing, right? Because we transformed him fairly early. We did action break him as well, which I think is the heal, right? So he can't heal now, which is useful for trying to blitz him down as well. But I'm a little bit concerned about the... Oh, let's go. Get that super counter. Nice. Of course, that is an... I was going to say, that is another attack that buffs his attack. Damn, he takes 179k. Oof. Yeah, I think these guys are probably going to take loads of damage here. I mean, they're going to get multiple supers off, so they're getting more stacks, but then they're also buffing his attack power. And they have 30% damage reduction, which is good, but obviously, like, if he gets up to the point where he's doing over 1 million damage with his normals, 30% damage reduction is only dropping that down to like 600 and something k. Although their defense is relatively high now. Yeah, 200k. Dodge? Needed to get like one dodge, and then we'd have been alright. We'll go Gogeta, because Gogeta has some damage reduction, and then he gets more if you get more rainbow orbs. We only got, what, like 2? I'll try one more run here, because we get 6 attempts on Kid Buu per day, so when we're doing these like challenges, I like to try and do at least 2 different ones, and we'll give them each like 3 attempts. Oh, this you got... Not the thingy defense one. Interesting. 21 crit. I'll try this one. Let's put on... There is a GT one, isn't there? It's the dragon one. Where is it? There we go. Let's put on the GT Heroes support memory.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh god, what a first turn this is. Oh yeah, of course the animations are on. Ah, that's alright. But yeah, it's crazy to think like the STR, Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito, they got their EZA. They're very good. Then the EZA came out early for global, so we're all like, hell yeah, let's go. And then yeah, like see how much they get absolutely bullied by Kid Buu. It's crazy. Right, so we're going to have to use this straight away, because we already know that otherwise Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is taking crazy amounts of damage. This is already, like, not a great start because of the rotation, right? Like, even with the item, we know that the LR Super Saiyan 4s take damage. So, and they're being attacked, what, like 4 times before they attack? Yo, Steven Z, how's it going? Yeah, the EZA is going to be crazy. Like, these guys, it doesn't feel like they're that old, but of course, when the 10th anniversary like happens, they will be 3 years old. But the base of their kit is just so good. Like, their EZA is going to be crazy. The fact that they stack on both their supers, they get guard for the first turn, which means they have that little bit of a defensive like buffer on the first turn. Like, their EZAs will be ridiculous. Yes, okay, perfect. Vegito getting the double super here is really good, because we get the double defense raise, and we have the Whis, so he should be okay now. Yeah. Look at the difference that makes, instead of taking 200k normals. Crazy. Be cool if they get guard for like 3 turns, right? So they have it for 2 appearances. Or 4 turns, because then even if you float them, they'd have it on their second appearance. That would be cool. Even if they don't change it for 1 turn, right? They get it on their first appearance. They guard. They throw out a bunch of supers. Maybe give them like another way to get another additional or something. Kind of like they did with that STR Goku and Vegeta, right? Because that STR of Goku and Vegeta can end up getting like 4 supers in 1 turn. Oh, if Goku doesn't dodge, this will be perfect. If Goku doesn't dodge, famous last words though, right? Because if there's anything this guy likes to do, it's proc that level 5 dodge when you don't want him to. Oh no, what am I doing? I've put them in slot 3 where the super always is on the second turn. Although, I mean, we have a Whis active, so they have 70% damage reduction. So they actually probably do tank. I don't know how much the STR Kid Buu super does, but we probably do survive it because we have a Whis active. So they have 70% damage reduction in slot 3. Wow, did he take all the hits? Let's go. We can actually use his standby in the next turn. Which I can imagine is probably just going to result in we'll get the standby into Oob. Then on the next turn around, we'll transform into full power, and then he'll just get immediately one shot by the super attack or something. Yeah. I don't know if we'll be getting a world tournament anytime soon. I need to double check the schedule from last year and see if there was one around the anniversary time. Because there's nothing in the news. We're obviously not going to get one on Friday now, considering it's Wednesday. Like, that would be in the news already if that was the case. So the earliest we could get one is next weekend. But I need to double check. I'm going to check the schedule from last year and see when the world tournaments were around the anniversary. Because we don't normally get one during. Oh yeah, they took 10 damage. That's alright then. Okay, so... They have 400k defense start of turn here. It's not bad. That's because they got Say and Roar active, which they lose if we move them to there. Yeah. That's 360. Because they miss out, then they miss out on GT. So like their best spot is in the middle, but I mean Kid Buu pre-getting any attack buffs. Would Vegito live being attacked by him? I don't know. This is such a terrible second turn. We Whis and have GT Duo take 4 hits. Well, they are in the middle. I mean, I didn't want to use the Whis this early because obviously Goku gets his standby on the next turn, which makes him basically invincible. So it feels like having an item active on a turn where he can't really take damage is a bit crazy. But then I suppose, to be fair, we are realistically just trying to see just how far we can actually get this team to go. I don't know if we're... we don't need to worry about these decisions so hard that, you know, one wrong decision throws the fight or something like that, because it's going to be... we're going to be getting through by the skin of our teeth if we get through anyway. So... but yeah, I mean, these guys having type advantage. Just remember, like, even though we use the Whis, there are plenty of units that if you put them in slot 1 against Ink Kid Buu and use a Whis, they still take damage. So... not bad. Only got the 1 super, though. Oof. One extra super. Yeah, them having some sort of thing. Obviously, because them and the gods are going to have a very similar kit post EZA anyway, like they do pre EZA. But yeah, the big thing is a way for them to get another additional super or something, so you can get as many stacks as possible early on. Will be one of the things that will make that easier. Okay. That was with the Whis and them already having their own damage reduction. Because I don't think they supered many times, but even so. It was a bit crazy. Oh yeah, and we have Blue Gogeta on this turn. So we have like 2 units that are basically invincible on this turn. But I mean, it's a good thing we used the Whis, otherwise we'd be dead. So... okay, well... I mean, I don't want to float these guys off, but realistically, if I just do this, I actually can't take damage on this turn. Because you have a 100% chance to dodge, and then you'll be in your standby, so you'll be invincible. Jeez, that was 600k, huh? They must have only got like 1 super. Because they get 10% damage reduction per super attack, and then 40% from the Whis. He doesn't have to be in slot... actually, let me double check it. He doesn't have to be in slot 1, does he? Okay, good. All right. I think we're on low enough HP to get the Spirit Bomb next turn as well. So I mean, this might fall into line just the way we want it potentially, because obviously this is the last turn of the Whis. So in theory we would die next turn, but we have the GT duo with the Spirit Bomb, right? So a super attack Gogeta who you can't do damage to. And then, yeah, Oob with... Once you've picked up a decent amount of type orbs, Oob gets enough damage reduction that he's basically invincible. Plus the Whis, so he literally is invincible. Apart from double digits. I always find that strange. I've mentioned it before. I'm sure I've mentioned it in a video recently. But even if your character has over 100% damage reduction, you still take double digit damage. You can't actually take 0 damage, which is weird. Because there are situations where that can get you killed. Like if characters have like the survive KO attack mechanic, it means you always end up on 1 HP. And then if you had a character get hit who has like 300% damage reduction, you still die, because even with that you still take double digit damage, which is kind of crazy. Right, so I can get some crazy shenanigans on this turn, so I need to make sure I do it in the right order, because if I fuse with Vegito, I can't use the standby for these guys, right? Because my health will be too high. So we want to use the standby. Then we fuse with Vegito to get full health and transform. Oh wait, yeah, because they took 4 hits, yeah, so they could have anyway, so it doesn't matter. The super attack is at the end of the turn, so that's perfect. So then in that case, we can do... Do I just not transform with them? Because they've got a lot of defense already. There's not a lot of rainbow orbs if I transform into Gogeta, which is the problem. Although Gogeta will probably do more damage. I'm just going to do it. It's a shame he doesn't create rainbow orbs when on his first appearance, because he does like to have rainbow orbs. But... Alright, well, here we go. He's got 80% attack support on this turn as well, so... Oh yeah, of course, he does do the action break as well, which is useful. So... Nice. And then, yeah, Vegito can do some decent damage here, as well as getting counters. He has 60% damage reduction from normals. That heal, though. He only did 1 super, which is kind of annoying, but... Get these crit counters in. Let's go. I mean, 6 million damage, just free counter damage after taking double digits is pretty good. And then we're going to be able to actually attack with Vegeta and then get the Spirit Bomb. So, I mean, we're getting kind of close. Could even do it on this run, which would be crazy. I mean, it's not like, again, you know, we used items, but for this team, that's pretty good. And we get the additional as well. Oh, that's an unarmed super, apparently. Can't remember the last time I got an additional super with that GT Vegeta. This is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. Which is fine, because it's the whole point is for him to die. 4.2 million damage. Jeez. Alright, and then there's the Spirit Bomb. Oh god. This is where it gets sketchy though. So... Okay, well we know he's not supering in slot 1. So if we do... So we'll do the Kamehameha with you. Oh, I should have done it in slot... That doesn't matter. I was going to say I should have done it in slot 3, but I'm going to put him in slot 3 anyway. So Gogeta with the final Kamehameha. Oof. Big damage. Not enough damage, but big damage. Because then I'm just going to do this, and then this is all we have left to hope for now, is the... hopefully Goku kills him without getting killed.
It's about time we both got serious and had a battle to end all battles. The ultimate final battle.
Well, because if Goku, as long as Goku doesn't die, Goku's killing him here, right? Although his 18 key is his 18 key is not a key blast, yeah. So Goku just kills him. But we're putting Vegito next to him because then, because of Vegito, he gets Saiyan Raw, as well as... Actually, is that the only other link he gets? Yeah, it's just Saiyan Raw. But Saiyan Raw is a lot of extra defense, because that this first hit that he takes, he might actually just die, like unironically, because he's a unit that this has always been Goku's biggest issue, right? Is he's a slot 1 unit, but how much damage reduction does he actually get in slot 1? It's 50%, but Kid Buu's attacks do like 1,000,000 damage or something at this point, so it's very possible that Goku actually just dies to this one normal. Maybe. We got 800k HP. No, nowhere near it. He's 67k. nowhere close. I was underestimating him. And then, yeah, he gets a guaranteed crit on this turn. So, there you go. And there's that KO screen. Look at that. Alright, well, the GT LR Super Saiyan 4s with the GT Heroes / Feast Fighter team managing to beat Kid Buu. Technically, this would get you the Power Beyond Super Saiyan mission as well. We did use items, but I mean, for this team, you saw with the 2 previous attempts, like even making it through with this team, I think is pretty good. So, yeah, I will take that. These guys, the LR Super Saiyan 4s, still a fun unit. Can't wait for them to get their EZA for the 10th anniversary. Unfortunately, I don't think we'd be able to repeat this same kind of run with the gods, because, of course, being tech, they're at type disadvantage to Kid Buu. I mean, once you transform into the blues, you just have to hope they dodge everything, depending on how many rainbow orbs you get. But, yeah, not too bad. So, let me know what you guys think down below. If there's any other teams you guys want to see me take on Kid Buu, let me know. While Global's quiet, we're doing a lot of these, like, Kid Buu challenge runs. So let me know what you guys want to see down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.